Up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His third touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Darnold on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds. inside the 35.
To Robbie Anderson. A gain of 14. First down, New York.
Darnold now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. This one caught by Crowder. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater on to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey. Shoot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Any weapon. Hey, Charlie. Say.
Check. 53's Mike.
Keep dribbling.
Minshew, 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action, it's Minshew. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
53, Mike 53. I'm here all day.
Darnold down to throw. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun is Minshew. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Bravo!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And He missed it again. The fourth time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Hey, Delta. 44, Mike, 48.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Yes. 53, Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, exit. Get it.
Here's Minshew.
53.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he...
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 25 yards to the house. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
53 is the mic.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Flushed out right. Airing one out for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
53. 53, Mike. Red 80. Red 80.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. To return is Taylor. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, 83 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Darnold from the gun. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Prater. And that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They go to the ground again with Tanner. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, come on, now, come on.
You're out.
Check 50. Go.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go, Sam. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Red 80.
Hey, wahoo!
On 1st down, Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Darnold. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, In the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Minshew throwing on third down, looking deep downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Jamal Adams, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing here on third down. Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Taylor now returning it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because
And he's into the clear. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I've never played for.
And got his man complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 62 yards. Here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number.